Hey there, interwebs. I'm Adam. That's Corwin. This is HandbasketGaming, and we actually skipped a week on answers, so this is going to be the double-length answers video. We asked you guys who our personal heroes are. Mine is my dad because, you know, he worked his ass off to raise me and my brothers, and I don't want to discount my mom, but, you know, I take after my dad a little more, so he is my personal hero.
It's really weird when Adam and I were going over the answers. He and I have almost identical answers. I have two fathers. I have my biological father, who's a wonderful, amazing, and intelligent man, and my stepfather, who is all these things, also helped raise me. The both of them combined really, really solidified who I am, along with my grandmother. But I'm going to say my dad's, plural, are my personal heroes.
We asked you what our favorite Tim Burton movie was. Mine, I almost agreed with Corwin, but then I remembered that Pee-wee's Big Adventure was directed by Tim Burton, and that is a great film.
And I know he's done a lot of amazing work, and I love a lot of his work, but I really like Nightmare Before Christmas as his favorite. It's classic for me, and it's great. All right.
We asked you what our favorite Harry Potter movie was. Mine is Prisoner of Azkaban.
I'm going to go with Sorcerer's Stone. It was really exciting as a kid. It really got my attention.
We asked you what our biggest goals right now are. Mine is to keep myself determined to keep this channel going because, you know, some days it's a little rough, but, you know, gotta stay determined, like Undertale.
Yeah, fuck this channel. I want my college degree and get married to the woman of my dreams.
Yeah, well, I already did those
also,
things,
yeah,
so.
He already did those, so once I get that done...
That was not me. I didn't mean that as a slight.
Wasn't slight?
Okay, just making sure.
You already got those, that's why you're
also,
focusing on this.
That was a weird motion with my arm.
I mean, you won't touch it again, do it.
On the, we asked you what our favorite Lethal Weapon movies are. Mine is Lethal Weapon 3 because when I was growing up, that was the movie where Rene Russo first shows up, and for whatever reason, like, I mean, she's an attractive woman, but not, you know, like staggeringly so. But as a kid, big crush on Rene Russo for whatever reason.
Mine's Lethal Weapon 5. It's so good. Brilliantly written, finely acted. It's an outstanding theatrical piece. You can only see it while watching certain episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but it is hands down the best of all of them.
We asked you what our favorite 90s toy was. I loved Stretch Armstrong.
I love Transformers.
We asked you what our majors were/are. Shout out to Richard, who he guessed engineering for me, and I was chemical engineering, so close enough. Corwin?
I'm working on my IT Business Solutions degree. Basically, it's an IT degree.
Corwin had the brilliant idea of asking who our favorite serial killers are, and if I had to pick one, I would say the Zodiac Killer, because he was, you know, very smart in a very bad sort of way.
We're not condoning serial killers. We're just saying that
if we had to pick one.
If we had to
pick one. Most interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Pennywise the Murderous Clown from the Stephen King's It.
Yep. We asked you who our buddy cop would be if we had to pick anybody living or dead. I would love to buddy cop with Tom Hanks. I don't care if we're, you know, terribly bad at being cops and get killed in the line of duty or whatever, because I would get to hang out with Tom Hanks.
I'm going with another Tom Hiddleston.
We asked you what our 90s hacker names would be. I opted for Wizard Force.
And I'm Electric Boogaloo.
We asked you how we like our eggs. We agree on this one. We both like them over easy.
We're going to shout out to Arrow Aaron for getting me correct on over easy.
Yep.
But I think that's because I told him one time.
Can't tell people about yourself outside of these videos.
No, my bad.
We asked you what our favorite American history moment is. Mine has a bit of a story behind it because on its own it sounds terribly un-American. So back during the War of 1812, I believe it was Dolly Madison, who was first lady at the time, had set up for this big state dinner when the invading, I believe it was Canadian, army made their way to the White House. So they had to evacuate the White House, and the Canadian army proceeded to sit down, eat that state dinner before setting fire to the White House and moving on. And it's just so pimp, especially for the Canadians. It's too cool to not love.
It's pretty shocking that the Canadians did that. Bastards. No, I'm just kidding. The westward expansion has so many cool, like, American real like American legends and stories come out of it. That one thing that I found really cool when I traveled out west is that there is so much like natural like history that I found out there and like legends about America that was really cool. Like that mirror similar to like the kind of stories you get in Europe. So I'm gonna say the westward expansion really broadened that horizon.
We asked you our favorite scientists. My favorite is Alan Turing because he was very. I identify with him because he was very, bad with people and kind of in his own head, and I have issues, guys. Corwin.
I mean, yeah. My motherfucking Tesla, you know what I'm saying? Where my Tesla boys at?
He's a close
Tesla.
second for me.
Tesla. Yeah.
I hate you.
Tesla.
We asked you guys how many pets we have. I have 2 cats, Schrodinger and Ziggy, and 2 dogs, Whiskey and Scout.
I got 1 dog and 3 cats. My dog's name is Sebastian Ein Arvin. I've got a cat named Helena. I've got another cat. And I've got a cat that is named Titan, but I call him Tubby Long Whiskers because he's fat and I love him.
In that middle cat named Nico?
Well, whatever. He's a bastard.
Well, those are your answers for the past 2 weeks. And, you keep answering them. We'll keep giving shout outs and letting you get to know us a little bit more. Give us suggestions for games you want to see us play and, all that. Lots of love, everybody.
Farewell, safe journeys, and keep your heart close.
And your enemies closer.
Bum, bum, bum.